So I normally don't make this type of video, but this has been a topic that's been on my mind for a while that I wanted to share my thoughts about. So a lot of you probably are aware and remember the issue with backyard breaks and Grant that happened a couple months ago, the comments that he made on stream, resulting in him stepping away for a while. Well, apparently now he's back. He was seen on a live stream the other day. Doesn't seem like there was a reprimand from Whatnot, no statement from them. I think that goes to show a lot about both of these entities. So I wanted to share my overall thoughts on breaking in this hobby. I think it's the closest thing you can get to setting money on fire in the hobby. Not only are you paying for expensive packs that are overpriced and rarely return the value that you pay for them, you're paying a premium on top of that to have someone else open those packs for you. And you're assuming the risk of letting someone else handle your cards. There have been a lot of instances with tons of different breakers of cards not being shipped, cards being hid under the table and kept. I'm not saying that every breaker is like that, and ultimately everyone can choose how they want to spend their money. That's up to each individual. But I think it says a lot about the breaking industry that Grant and Backyard Breaks are the face of it. That should tell you all you need to know about the breaking industry, in my opinion. I think this also says a lot about Whatnot. They declined to give a statement at the time when the incident initially happened. They're doing nothing about him appearing on the streams again. So, interesting move by them. I think that kind of shows their true colors. I've never bought or sold anything on Whatnot, and especially after all this, I never will. There's no excuse for a company of that size to be silent about this, not even come out with a statement with, one of their biggest sellers on the platform. So yeah, I'm not going to repeat all the other things that have already been said by other channels about this whole incident. It's a terrible thing that's happened, and it doesn't really seem like there was any reprimand for it at all by the people who had the power to actually do that. I would just say, as the end consumers, we have the choice whether or not we support Whatnot, whether or not we support Backyard Breaks. That's all I'm going to say. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below about all this stuff. Yeah, again, I wouldn't recommend breaking for anyone, especially not with someone like Backyard Breaks. So yeah, I'll always advocate for enjoying the hobby how you like to. If you like to rip packs, join breaks, that's up to you. That's fine. If you like to make money in the hobby, that's great, whether to, self-fund your collection or for other reasons. I think that's great. I'm always an advocate for doing raw to grade to either profit or fund your own collection and hobby enjoyment. And I think it's pretty sad what's going on here, with a company and breakers who have been propped up by so many people in the hobby. No real statement from either of them about it. I just, you want to see better for a hobby that should be enjoyable for kids and should be completely appropriate for kids. So I'm just staying away from breaking and Whatnot. That's what I've been doing anyway. So that's about all I have to say on the topic. Yeah, would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments. Looking forward to more raw to grade content coming out soon. So we'll see you guys next time.